Alright guys, we're back with another video. This one's going to be about the riskiest picks in each round of fantasy football. And for round one, I've got none other than Christian McCaffrey. This guy has the potential of RB1, and he's also got the potential of RB60. It's completely going to be up to his injury status. Can he stay healthy? Because this guy has got all the potential in the world. The one thing is his injury, though. Is he going to recover fully from it? No one knows so far, but in training camps he has been looking pretty good. But there's also a concern about the 49ers just as a team. We don't know if they're going to be good next year or if they're going to regress even more. But that's why I've gone and taken Christian McCaffrey as the riskiest pick in round one. For round two, now I know in some drafts he may go in the round one, but when I just looked just the other day, he was pick 11, so I'd count that as round two. But only reason why I've gone in and grabbed Ashen Genty is because we've never seen him play a snap in the NFL before, and I'm not 100% sure on his injury status. I don't know if he's not injured right now, but I don't know if he is going to be a potential injury concern going in after the season, something like that. But we also know that he's going to be playing for the Raiders, and there's also Raheem Mostert in this team, and we don't know if that's going to take away some of the goal line snaps and stuff like that. We also just don't know how good the Raiders are going to be in a whole. So those are the questions surrounding Ashen Genty at this point. For round three, I went on and took Tyreek Hill. There's so many questionable things about this guy right now. First off, his age, he's 31 years old. His QB just cannot seem to stay healthy, just as of last season at least. And this guy currently right now has got questionable. I don't know exactly what his injury is currently. It might be his wrist thing from last year, but there's just so many questions surrounding this guy. If he's fully healthy, and same with Tua, if Tua's fully healthy, and if the Dolphins are at least a moderate team, then this guy is probably going to be around a wide receiver 5, 6, something like that. I mean, this guy, he's great, but he's on the wrong side of age right now in the NFL, and his QB is very injury prone. So those are some of the biggest questions surrounding this guy. I don't know if you want to waste like a 25th, 26th pick on this guy. I mean, when you have other options such as like Trey McBride, some of those tight ends, Lad McConkey, even Devontae Adams might be a better pick than that. So those are just some of the big question marks around this guy. All right, so for my round 4 pick, I went on and I took Kenneth Walker. The round 4 in total, there wasn't a crazy amount of risky picks, so this one's a bit tougher to do, but I chose K9 just because he was injured most of last season and the season before he was injured, so he's definitely an injury concern. But when he has been injured, Zach Charbonnet, his backup, has been doing extremely well. I mean, I think he finished higher than him this season in fantasy points. So that's definitely a concern. I don't know if the Seahawks might move to more of a split back just because of that. But K9, if healthy, is a real dynamic running back. The question is he just needs to stay healthy. And some of the common things you'll see with all these other guys that I'm gonna show you is their biggest question marks is injury. So, all right, so round 5, I went on and I grabbed Alvin Kamara. This guy, I think he's around 31 years old. He's pretty old. He's been a real consistent running back for the last couple of years, though. So, it's going to be a risky pick, though. If you get him, he may be good, just similar to last season. But at one of these years, his age is going to catch up to him. And I just don't like the fact that the Saints really don't have a QB right now. I think it's Tyler Shaw, the one rookie. He's going to be their main QB, so it's not looking like a good spot to take Alvin Kamara in this draft. All right, so my next one for round 6 is Zay Flowers. This guy, I don't know if anyone played fantasy last season, but this guy was so hit or miss. He was 5 points, 22 points, 6 points, 5 points, 2 points, 27 points. This guy, you could not, if you're not playing like a best ball league or anything like that, if you're just playing a standard ESPN 10-man PPR, 12-man PPR, anything like that, you have no idea when to play this guy. He is just not a reliable receiver at all. And I think the Ravens went on and signed DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think any of the offseason moves have helped this guy at all. He's super tough to take in the 6th round, knowing that maybe you can snag like a DK Metcalf or Jalen Waddle, or maybe some of these guys that just have a bit more consistency, and they might have a little less upside, but it's just he's so inconsistent. You have no idea when to play him. He might lose you 80-year weeks, but then win you 4 of them, and I just don't know if it's worth it to take him in the 6th round. All right, and for the 7th round, I hate doing this one, but I had to put Travis Hunter on there just because we don't know how many snaps of offense and defense he's going to play. Say he plays 90% offense. I could look completely stupid right now for saying this, but he could finish super way higher and not look like a risky pick at all. But say he plays like 90% defense and 10% offense, or even like 80-20, 70-30, something like that. He can't finish. He can't bring you that value. But as a talent, just like outside of fantasy, this guy's phenomenal. All we want to do is see him succeed. We want to see him play both sides of the ball with ease. But in a fantasy perspective, I just don't know if you can take him, because the only thing defensive that he brings to your team, I guess if he gets a pick 6, that's 6 points for your team. But I don't know how often he'll be able to get a pick 6, maybe like 1, 2. So that's maybe like an extra 12 points. So if he's not playing that consistent offense, then it's going to be real tough for him to bring you a lot of fantasy points. All right, and for the final round, round 8, I chose Stefon Diggs just because his age, the injury that he's just trying to come back from, and the fact that the Patriots are a pretty defensive team. So his age, I think he's 32 years old. He just came off of an ACL tear, which is, that's probably the worst injury you can come back from in football right now. So it's not looking good for him, and he's still questionable as of now. I think he's training. He's had a couple off the field issues, and then also the fact that the Patriots are a super defensive team. Their head coach right now, defensive, and most of the moves that they made this offseason have been either defensive. Maybe there was a couple O-line things, but besides that, it was mainly defensive, and they brought in a couple other rookie receivers to compete with. So I just don't know if he's going to – it depends if he starts week 1 or not, but I just don't know if he's going to be that consistent kind of player that maybe you want, that maybe you saw with the Houston Texans, the 5 or 6 games that he played with them. But all right, so this is the final look of the riskiest picks, in my opinion, in each of the first 8 rounds. Make sure to like and subscribe. I need all the likes I can get.